Hi everybody. Today I'd like to talk to you about swearing. Actually, I'd like to talk to you about self-censorship, but swearing is going to be a part of it. You'll notice in all of my videos, I bleep out the swear words, like shit, and so on. I'm against most forms of censorship, but self-censorship I'm always going to be for, because that's when the artist himself decides to show some degree of restraint. Now, my reasons for not including swearing in my reviews is pretty simple. I don't show swearing in the reviews because swearing, and to a lesser extent gore and nudity, is something that can only lose you people. I want my videos to appeal to as broad a base as possible. I want anybody who might be interested in my review to be able to watch it comfortably. And I promise you, I'm pretty confident on this one, nobody ever walked out of a movie saying, you know, I really love that movie, but they didn't say f*** enough. And so I'm not going to watch any more of their movies that come out. I don't think that's ever happened. If a product is really good, swearing isn't necessary. Now, in some cases, you'll see, and I like Kevin Smith, but I think he does this to an extent, where he uses swearing as a substitute for content. I dislike that. I don't have a problem with swearing in general. In fact, I do tend to swear in my personal life. Not that much, but it is useful for emphasizing speech, which is why I do have bleeps in the videos. I mean, I could just not say any swear words at all, and then I wouldn't have to bleep anything. But some of these WTF movies, by the way, the name itself implies I'm going to say, what the f***. Some of these WTF movies get you to a point where you have no choice but to swear. And I want to communicate that to the audience, but I also don't want to chase people away. Now, do I think a couple of F-bombs are going to chase away a large audience? No. First, I don't have a large audience. Second, maybe most people wouldn't care, but I do. And I'm trying to look out for people. Now, I mentioned earlier gore and nudity, and it's a little off topic, but I guess it is possible on occasion for like a slasher film or something for people to come out and be upset that there wasn't enough gore. And if you're going to see a porn, obviously you want there to be nudity and you're going to be disappointed if there isn't. But if we're talking about legitimate artistic attempts, like swearing, I don't think anybody would come out of an artistic experience going, you know, it was really good, I really liked it, except they didn't show enough boobs, and there wasn't enough bloody bits, and they didn't say f*** enough. It's just, the language in particular. I personally have no problem with language, except, as stated earlier, when it's substituted for content. When you use f*** 15 times in a minute, that tells me that you don't really have anything of value to say. You don't have anything really worth contributing. So you're filling time by just saying f***, which is going to be fun for me to beep out in a minute. Like I said, I think Kevin Smith does that to a certain extent. I like Kevin Smith. I think a lot of what he's done, Clerks, Mallrats, I'm a little iffy on Chasing Amy, but that's just me personally. I understand you out there probably like it a lot. More power to you. But when you got to like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, I was a little turned off by that one. Some online reviewers do swear, and that's fine. That's their thing. There's also a couple that don't. And then there's the angry video game nerd. I don't really enjoy watching his videos because half the time he really seems to be trying to just be as verbally offensive as possible. I honestly think he just sits down and goes, okay, how many ways can I reference pooping in a graphic and horrible manner? I don't like that. Swearing isn't necessary to telling a good story. Swearing isn't necessary to communicating an idea. It can be helpful, but it's never necessary. And people who rely on it too heavily turn me off. So that's why you don't see it in my videos. In fact, I've been a little uncomfortable saying it as much as I have in this review, just because I've gotten in the habit of not swearing when I'm filming. With rare exceptions, whenever a movie is taking a particular toll on me. When I'm hanging out with friends, I tend to swear about how much they swear. I tend to match other people, just for comfort's sake. So you'll never see swearing in my videos. It's just not going to happen. And if that loses you as an audience member, well, then you've proven my theory wrong on swearing not losing you audience members. So, good contribution to science there. Thank you. That's all I have for this little video log. Jeff and Gary will continue throughout the rest of the week. No WTF Cinema this Friday because we're doing Jeff and Gary week. But next week we'll come back and I'm going to try to do a movie called Dark Star. It's a rough one. I kind of missed doing Batman already. It was so easy and nice. Anyway, thank you for watching.